Streaming at all of the usual spots at Wrestling Audio on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you to you live viewers and, of course, those of you watching on demand. I am Mo Lightning. To my left is Lindsay with an E. Lindsay, congrats on your new purchase.
Thank you.
She got a new car. She got a fancy grandma car.
Ah,
it's fancy grandma car. Thank you. Very nice.
Below Lindsay is your WWE Hall of Fame, a million-time tag team champion. He is Devon. Devon, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I was up with the baby all night at 4:30 this morning. Hadn't been to sleep since, but I'm still up and ready for table talk because I'm loving my special guest right now.
Hey.
Would you like to give an introduction to our guest?
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I would like to bring to you, not only is she the boss of the WWE, not only is she many-time world not tag team, excuse me, that's me.
I have a lot of
That's me.
There you go. Not only is she a champion all around, but she is also my favorite daughter. This is Miss Sasha Banks. Welcome to Table Talk.
Thank you so much.
My dad now.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that I am. And, it's always been a pleasure with you. You've never given me any heartache out of all of the 7 kids. You have been the best. And you've always been nothing but great to your dear old dad. The only reason why I don't have hair is not because of you, but it's because of the twins. Yep.
On your show. I'm so excited to be here.
So Sasha, do you remember when you first met Devon?
Yeah, that was right out of the womb.
No, I mean, when's the first time that we met? It's when you made your and I've always been a fan of you, so I've always just been like, oh my god, Devon, the sweetest, most nicest guy in the whole world. It was such a pleasure to like work with you as a talent and get to like travel and do tour with you, and now as a producer, it's such a different thing as well. But you're still such a loving, comfort dad and supporter who, anytime I need advice, I go to Devon. He's just right there. I mean, I'm practically at your school every single week being like, hey, can I come and train? And you're like, yeah.
Yes, you are. It's great. And, it was weird because, I remember when I met you, again, you were sweet. You were so innocent, and then I saw you in the ring, and I went, "Oh my God, she's brutal. She's a beast. She can whoop ass. I love it. That's my daughter."
All the compliments coming in already. A lot of YouTube love coming in for our guest. And on that note, on all of this praise, Sasha, I'm not saying this just because you're a guest and I'm sucking up to you, but you really do seem like you're at the top of your game right now. Does it feel any different for you? I mean, how does it feel being you?
I mean, it's amazing being Sasha Banks 24/7. I've always felt like I've been on top of my game. I was just always waiting for that chance, the right stars to align. But you always have to walk into work or any place that you go and really know that you're the best. And you have to make sure that people don't take that in a bad way. It's like, why are you saying that you're better than me? But you should be saying that you're better than me as well. It's like, I'm just here to be the absolute best. I want to show the world exactly what women can do in WWE. And that was always my goal and dream, to change the definition of what it was to be a diva. But now we're not divas, we're superstars, and we're doing the exact same thing as the men. And I'm just so inspired that I'm here at this point to show in the world that, Sasha Banks is the best.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Devon, you look like you want to say something there, bud.
Well, as soon as you unmute my mic, is it mute? There you go.
You like to breathe into the mic, and so it's like you distract.
It's a little creepy.
Yes, I'm very big. I don't know if you noticed, I'm a big man, so big people breathe heavy. Just saying. No, Sasha, it's been, like I said, it's been great coming back to WWE after being gone for 10 years, and then all of a sudden being reintroduced to the WWE superstars and the new generation. I've watched you in NXT. I've watched you, Charlotte, Bayley, Natty, the list goes on and on. And, you know, right before we came back, I always wanted to meet you guys because I thought you guys were doing a hell of a job in NXT. And sure enough, me and Bubba come back and you're on the main roster and you're kicking ass, which was great. One of the great things I love about the women that came from your generation, and what I mean by that is the NXT, when you grew up together, was the fact that you guys helped change the way women are looked at in professional wrestling. Women back in the day, and I hate to say it, even during the Attitude Era, because the Attitude Era had tremendous athletes and women.
Most amazing.
Absolutely, but they were looked at as TNA, unfortunately, and the Attitude Era did that. They sold the TNA, you know, and that really, I think, hurt the women's division for a while. But now here you guys come up from NXT. Not only did you again kick ass in NXT, but now you guys, you ladies, come up to the main roster and you're main eventing Monday Night Raw. It doesn't get any better than that. I mean, when you first heard that you were going to be a main event, you and Charlotte, you practically stole the show. What the hell had to be going through your mind in doing that?
It's so crazy. It's so hard to like go back sometimes and remember my 10-year-old self and being like, wow, this was legit just a dream of something I was watching on TV. And then fast forward, now I'm actually there with all the people around, the spotlight, the lights, the cameras, the storyline. And you're like, wait, this little girl, this me, I'm doing this right now. So I still get goosebumps. And even to this day, when we get to main event and do things, I'm just like, I have to continue being the best. I have to continue just showing the world that I can live my dream to the fullest. So it's still, to me, it's still crazy. And especially this past, summer with myself and Bayley getting to do so much more than I've ever dreamt of, especially for women, getting to have multiple segments, getting the main event and just have the storyline where people are like, whoa, Sasha and Bayley are taking over, women are taking over. And I'm like, yep, that's me. I'm doing it. It's incredible. It's amazing. I'm so thankful. It's been so much fun. I'm just like always in awe of like what the women do in WWE. Everything that they've been given, they just like crush it. They just go beyond and above, and I'm just like, wow. It's so beautiful to be in this time with such amazing group of women, and I'm just so thankful.
Now, one thing I gotta say, I love the respect that you have for the other stars. Like following you on social, on Instagram, the different makeups, and you probably have a better name for it than I do, but you always have a different theme, and you seem to start with a lot of your fellow female stars, but recently you've done Matt Hardy and all these others. How did that start, and are you going to keep going? Are you going to do a Devon theme one day? Or?
I should.
Well, she's already done something in terms of the rap song that Bubba and I did back in the Attitude Era where we had enough. And her and Bayley, it's phenomenal. It's on my Instagram. They sent me a video of it, and I could not stop laughing. The way they were doing like the Run DMC back and forth, speaking for each other, it was tremendous. Nothing but respect for you and Bayley. I can't begin to tell you the love that I have for you two.
Well,
it's unreal.
We're still like legit marks that, we call each other marks. We're like, oh, you're Mark. I'm like, of course, but I have to be a fan to be doing this. But how the makeup came about was during quarantine. I really had nothing to do, of course, besides work. And I really enjoy makeup. And of course, our ladies in the WWE inspire me. So I was just like, let me just try to do a little something special and try to see if I can turn makeup into an actual art form and try to, do inspirations that they do. So I did that, and then I got to do the male superstars as well. But I'm going to continue doing that and hopefully start my own makeup line one day.
Cool.
The Undertaker one is what really caught my attention when you did the Undertaker.
I know, I'm so amazing at everything I do.
I love it.
If we're judging by the comments coming in, then yeah, that is absolutely true.
Oh, yeah.
What is it about your connection with the fans that keep you so? I mean, look at this. The praise is nonstop. What is it?
You tell me. I don't know. Loves me so much, but I'm so thankful. You know, with WWE, we have the most loyal, and Devon we have the most loyal, craziest, insane fan base in the whole entire world. Like, people legit from little babies grow up with us their entire lives and be like, I feel like I know them. There's just such a connection. And with our universe, I don't know, just like the little girls, the little boys, there's just this connection. Like, anytime I go to my Instagram and I see someone with my shirt or tagging me in a post, I'm just like, wow, I can't believe there's just like that connection that you can't really speak about. It's just something that you just feel. And the fact that I have connections with fans all over the world and they feel something from me, I'm so thankful. That's all I can say, is just being thankful for it, because, you know, they inspire me every single day to keep on motivating. They motivate me in the gym. They motivate me when I eat, make sure that I'm working out, drinking healthy. You know, they inspire me to live the best, because, you know, that's why I'm here, is to put smiles on their faces, and they have to know that they do the same to me.
Okay. All right. Now, Brian's got a question about added pressure with Snoop Dogg being your cousin. I wanna jump off of that real quick. I understand why you do it, but when you and Bayley come out, she interrupts your music before it gets to the best part. Can we do something about that? Can we like kick her out so we get that music?
Supposed to come out then. After my 3 minutes, we only get about 5 minutes on the screen. You know, she has to come out as well.
Can we just come out to your music then? I mean,
I agree. I mean, every time I do hear Bayley's song, I'm like, what's up? She's some yeah, I can rap on it.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Now, let me ask you this. You know Devon quite well. Do you think Devon's a boss? Is he a legit boss?
Absolutely. Personality, from his swagger, he's a boss every single day. And there's not a lot of bosses backstage. You don't. It's a feeling. It's an attitude. It's a representation. He walks in, and you know that he's there. A lot of people are like, "Who is that? What you have my match? No, I want Devon or TJ. That's it."
Now, I have to respectfully disagree with you on that one for two reasons.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
One, if you look back on his tag team days, he was always the one getting the tables. He never once instructed others to do it.
Here's why. It paid me a lot of money and they bought this house.
That's not a boss move, though. It's not a boss move, though. That's all
No,
I'm saying.
it is. Here's the reason. Because if I'd have let the other one do it, we would have never got the tables in the ring to put him through.
He's smarter, he's faster. Over.
It might be more efficient, but that's still not a boss move.
I agree.
Yeah, it's very hard. And you got to remember, you know, I was all pumped up, jacked up, and did all of that. So to actually take those tables and put them in the ring and set it up, brother, let me tell you, if you ever noticed, when it was done, I was breathing more heavy in the ring than I am right now on the microphone.
Oh, no.
Testify.
Well, I also, there's, like I said, two reasons. So that was the first one. We agree to disagree on that one. And the second one, I wanted to see what it would look like having Devon be a legit boss.
Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. So, oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's where I got my looks from.
Oh, God.
See, not a boss.
You know what, Sasha? If you got your looks from me, this is why you're so stunning right now. I'm going to say that right now. This is the reason why you're beautiful. You and I can wear it, girl. I'm going to tell you that right now. Don't be mad if Dad goes in your closet and grabs the wig and try to look like his daughter, because I'm just that good.
I got this. This is where I got this.
Good.
Well, Sasha, I got a question for you. Women's Revolution. Mm-hmm. Or, you know, here it is. We've got, you know, an all-women pay-per-view. Yeah. And a lot of people did not think that that was going to be, you know, a legit pay-per-view. Everybody, because it was all women. There were no men. And all of a sudden, in my opinion, I think in so many other opinions from so many people, you guys nailed it. You guys nailed it from the first match to the last match. In between, what was your thoughts on that pay-per-view?
It was such a beautiful, magical pay-per-view that, again, I never dreamt that would happen, because you would never even dream of women main eventing anything. But for all those women to come together from the past, the present, the future, it was such an inspiring and incredible pay-per-view that I'm like, where is number 2? Where is Evolution 2? We've been waiting for it. I know the fans want it. I'm dying for it. Because you also saw a lot of matchups that you would never see before. And I think that's really awesome to see, especially as the women's division keeps on growing. I mean, NXT, every time I go down there, to see how many women are down there. When I first started, there's only legit 8. Maybe there's like 20, 25. We have a stacked roster, so I don't see why there could not be any reason why we wouldn't have Evolution 2. I thought that was just such an amazing pay-per-view, and I won it. So I know the fans won it as well.
Have you heard any rumblings?
I mean, have I heard any rumblings? No, I haven't. Can we start some rumblings?
I think we can.
I don't really keep my ears open that much, but let me know if you hear something. Let's say something, Devon. You're in those meetings.
You know what? I'm gonna have to try and do it, and because the boss lady told me to. She was the boss as a little girl, and she's the head boss right now. So I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to get the tables.
Please, let's start the hashtag Evolution 2. Come on, please.
Evolution 2. I like that. We're gonna start that hashtag. And you know something? It's because of this show. It's gonna be Evolution 2. It's gonna be because of this show.
Let's do it. Let's manifest that. Let's put it out there.
Evolution 2. I love it. Only this time, we're gonna have a tables match with you and Mo, and I definitely want to see you put Mo through a table.
Okay, because I definitely don't want to go through.
I mean, that makes sense.
And I want Lindsay as your manager to encourage you putting Mo through the table.
And
just saying.
I got you.
Far from my entrance.
I'm just telling you now, I could probably buy off Lindsay, so a heel turn or a face turn or whatever is coming. I'm just telling you now.
You're talking to the richest woman in the WWE, and you're saying you can buy.
I love her.
You're so
testify.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
Oh, I don't know. I like her.
All right. How about this question? Who would you want to face at Evolution 2?
If I can choose anybody?
Yep.
Trish Stratus. I would lose my mind, but honestly, there's so many people. Satomura from Japan. If we can bring her from Japan, I would lose my mind. I could be anybody that I have not wrestled before. I would love to have a singles match with them.
Okay. Sasha, is Mo, you have to unmute me.
I did.
Oh. Is Trish Stratus the one from the past that ultimately you wanted to ever, wrestle? Is that the one that was your dream match?
Definitely. If it wasn't Eddie Guerrero, it was going to be Stratus, because she was just the top of the women's division of her time. She was just the best. She was beautiful. She was athletic, and she killed it and inspired me. It's so funny. I have like a bunch of her stuff, and I remember going to the Eddie Guerrero tribute show, and she had this pink shirt on, and I saw that shirt at a store like the next week, and I'm like, I needed that shirt because Trish Stratus had that shirt. And I would always do the finger point when I was a kid, and it was just like always Trish Stratus was the one. And then when I finally got to meet her and work with her, I mean, I just fell more in love with her. She is the most amazing, beautiful human being I've ever met. And not only does she inspire me in the ring, she inspires me for what she does outside of the ring as well.
Now, is it safe to say that Trish Stratus is the one that made you want to get into business? She's the one that directed you to say, hey, I just want to be a wrestler. Who was the one that inspired you to really want to do this in the business?
It was Eddie Guerrero. So I watched Eddie Guerrero when I was 10, and I instantly fell in love. I was instantly hooked, and I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, I want to be a WWE wrestler. She's like, oh, wait, what? What? And of course, back in the day, you had a lot of bikini matches and oil matches. So that's what my mom thought I meant as in being a wrestler in the WWE. But then you get to show her matches of Trish Stratus, you know, versus Victoria and Molly Holly, and showing her, hey, women can actually go hard, mom. They can actually wrestle. That's my dream, to do it like them, but longer and in the main event, just like the guys. And now we're here doing it. So it's so cool to see, and especially seeing like Trish Stratus come back and being able to have such a lengthy, long time match with Charlotte. But she inspired me as well, having that storyline with Mickie James. When I saw that storyline when I was a kid, I knew that right then and there, my dreams can come true in the WWE.
We got a lot of love for that going on there. The person that asked the question originally says that we need to see Trish in blue, and I agree with that. We've seen you be Trish.
You can wear blue, but it's not her like it does on me.
Now, what is
true?
What is your take on intergender wrestling? So, like, I got a question here about wrestling Eddie's son, Dominic. Would that be something that you would do?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, all right.
I'm not afraid.
All right.
I'm not afraid of you, so I would definitely wrestle you as well.
That's fine. We know the truth. It's fine.
Yvonne, so if he wants to wrestle, I don't mind throwing it down, but it just depends on the cha-chang.
Okay.
All about the money. I love it.
All about the money.
Now let me get your thoughts on this. I ask all of our guests this now. When is Devon going to unretire?
Stop. Okay, enough. We're not gonna. No, stop, Mo. We're not gonna ask this question every single week with every guest.
He says this.
I am done. I'm retired. It's Lindsay.
What's that? Oh, Devon, you cut out.
What?
Oh.
I can't. Oh, we lost him.
He's done. If he said he's done, he's done. Listen to my father, okay?
You finally got one person that said you're retired. One person.
She's the first.
Here's the deal. I only need one person. My daughter. She tells me no, and it's no. Every time. Dad, don't even think about it. Every time she goes to the school, don't even think about it. You said you're done. You're done. I want that time for me now. You've been on the road. You traveled. Now it's time for you to look at my career and actually be in my corner. Just like Ric Flair's and Charlotte's, I'm going to be in my daughter's corner.
Ooh, testify, baby.
My sister. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Don't do it, Mo. Don't do it. Don't do it, Mo.
I got wine. I can't do it.
Lindsay
she doesn't want to spill that.
The screen.
I can't spill it. Oh, I gotta go refill.
All right, so maybe you could help us out on this one, Sasha. So Lindsay here is new to pro wrestling. She's still getting to know this stuff. You said Eddie helped bring you into the sport. Is there an Eddie match or a storyline that she should watch to get into the sport herself?
Oh my gosh, there's so many matches. But anything he did with Rey Mysterio was incredible, from WCW to WWE. Kurt Angle is so legendary. But if you really want to sink your teeth in from good babyface and bad guy, maybe Eddie Guerrero versus JBL. That storyline, I hated JBL. He did such a good job being bad guy, and he really, really cared about Eddie Guerrero because you wanted to see him win.
All right, so there you go, Lindsay. Anything Eddie Guerrero basically is going to work.
Okay,
of course,
I like it.
Wow.
Of course, that's a given. Absolutely.
So look at Sasha Banks on WWE Network, and you will find everything amazing on that. For $9.99, look at me just making this money, Devon.
This is amazing.
So good at everything.
Wow. So good.
Sasha,
Great.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
And Woods, Xavier Woods had said this, and about meeting their favorites. And again, I know Eddie, was your favorite, and I know, Eddie's no longer with us. But was there anybody in this business, heel or babyface, that let's just say heel, that you thought was a real jackass, but yet when you met them in person, they were good people?
There's a lot of people. Am I supposed to say their names?
Well, we're not gonna. Here's the deal: we're not gonna go with who you thought would have been good, and when you met them, they were assholes. We're not gonna go that route. We're gonna go with who did you think growing up watching that came off to be a real heel, a real bad guy you thought was the meanest person in the world, but when you met them, they were one of the greatest people in the world.
Oh, that's so hard to think on the fly. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, everybody. How about Undertaker?
Mm.
I was so scared to talk to him because he's this. Well, he is this amazing, a big legend. And the first time I went up to say hi to him, I was like, and I was sighing. I was like, oh my god, you're a loser. And he was so nice. Thank you for showing up at the PC. And I was like, oh my god, relax. And I came back the next week. I'm like, can you watch my match? Did you like it? Like, I was just so nervous of the Undertaker. I was like, oh my god.
I think anybody from not only your generation, but I think my generation as well, growing up watching Taker. And again, we were during the whole Attitude Era, but I do remember when Undertaker first came into business, I was in high school. So he did have that aura about him.
That's it.
When you met him, it was just like, oh my God, it's the Undertaker.
It's just like,
And yeah, and I mean, he has that persona. He had exactly what you see on TV when you meet him for the first time. It's oh my God. And the way he talks and the way he walks, it's almost very similar to what he does when he goes to the ring. It's so intimidating. And then you get to know him, and then he's joking and he's laughing. It's just like, oh my God, this guy's great. I love it.
he's such an awesome guy.
Now, Devon or Sasha, do you know Devon's story about Undertaker's favorite song?
No.
One of Undertaker's
I haven't
favorite
heard
songs.
that. Oh.
Yeah, I told the story. It was WrestleMania in Toronto, and we happened to go to the Planet Hollywood. It was the twins' mom at the time. It was his ex-wife Sarah, and we're sitting down and we're telling stories, having a great time, and then all of a sudden I'm in the middle of telling a story, and it gets quiet. So everyone is looking around going, uh-oh, did Devon say something wrong? And all of a sudden you hear the music, oh, 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 oh. Everybody was kung fu fight. He gets up in the middle of the restaurant, huh, huh, ha, and he just says, he goes, I love that song.
Oh,
We always, because I'm thinking this man is going to tombstone me right here on the table in Planet Hollywood. Meanwhile, he hears the opening intro for Kung Fu Fighter, and it was great. He got up in the middle of the restaurant and started, and I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, this is Undertaker. I was like, this is great. I wish I had a video camera.
Everybody would have had that on film back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very much so. So, what's your vision for the future? How long are you gonna do this? You gonna keep going till the wheels fall off? Do you have like a 5-year plan? What's going on?
Maybe till the wheels fall off. Hopefully not. I'm gonna do it until I just feel like I've done everything I wanted to do. How about that? How about health as well? I'm gonna leave healthy, happy, and really fulfilled with what I've done because I already have been really fulfilled and very thankful. And I'm very healthy with what I've been doing in the ring. I've been taking care of my body. I've been happy, healthy, and whole. So who knows how long? It could be forever. I could be like Ric Flair.
It's possible. It's possible. I'm getting yelled at here. She's only 20. I'm like, hey.
Hired tomorrow. I'm like, I'm still one of the youngest in the WWE. What? You're gonna see me for a long time. Get used to that. Ask me that question in like 10 years, my brother.
I think it's a fair question because we get those questions all the time. They want us to ask our guests how long you're going to do it. And because you're so young, maybe you're going to say you're going to go till you're 65. I don't know. You could be the next Mae Young.
You never know. Okay.
Well, Sasha, I got to ask you this. I mean, with some of the, like, who had it? Oh my God, who just was announced that had a baby? Was about to have a
Becky?
baby. We got Sarah. Sarah's having a baby. Becky's having a baby. Do we see any young little Sasha Banks in your near future?
Well, I don't know what the near future is, but definitely I would love to be a mother one day. And when that time is right, I'm sure the universe will let me know that.
Very good. How many would you have? Would you be like your dad and have 19?
No. Oh my God. No. That would not be true. Whew. Kids scare me sometimes. I'm like, who knows? The world is so like, it's scary. It's scary. But I would love to see a mini me.
Tell you what, if they turn out like you, it's going to be great. So
Thank
I'm not even worried about it. I'm looking forward to the word grandpa one day.
Aw,
I love it.
awesome.
Well, Sasha, we want to thank you so much. I know that your time is very precious and you have other things to do and go
And we're
make
not
that
paying that
money.
much. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to make the most I can right now.
But I just want to say thank you. We had enough of the what could have,
the
what you could have,
the what you should
could have done.
We always mess up the what coulda, shoulda. We have to
I
work
know.
on that, but we will get there.
So, we're gonna do
That's
me,
amazing.
you, and Bayley. We're gonna do a video. We're gonna put it out there, and we're gonna hit it right. It's gonna be better than what me and Bubba did.
Of course it is. Of course it is. And just for you, we'll get the tables for you.
Oh, testify.
We know.
You finally found a guest that's completely on your side, Devon.
Absolutely. You couldn't turn her. You couldn't turn her. Yes, I love it.
Yet.
Oh, this way. But
Yet.
not yet. You're not going to be able to.
Yet.
Love her. Love her.
We'll bring her back on. It'll happen. It'll happen. Sasha.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. Take care.
Bye.
You guys failed miserably.
Oh, well,
miserably.
we gotta try.
No. She ain't
You
turning.
gotta always try. You never
She's
know.
She's not
You
going
know,
to turn.
that's fun. We've had some pretty good odds leading up to her.
Oh.
So, I mean,
For sure.
eventually you had to get some momentum back on your side, I think.
I really
Just to
did.
make you feel like, hopeful. That,
Listen,
whatever.
I was drowning. I was getting lambasted, you name it, bamboozled, run amok. I was all of that, So now all of a sudden I got some momentum on my side.
For a little bit.
Now, let me just say this. I am very disappointed. I heard some just unfriendly, disturbing news today.
Lindsay, what did you do?
Yes. Well, I think Lindsay had something to do with this because
Nothing.
Carol Basket Case, I like to call her, is going to be on Dancing with the Stars. Can someone please tell me why this woman is going to be on Dancing with the Stars? Listen, there's a reason why I'm not on it because I ain't crazy enough to embarrass myself on national TV. If you honestly think that this woman's going to be something on Dancing with the Stars, I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Lindsay, you're going to have to take this one.
I have to process this for a minute. I don't know if I'm going to watch because of the train wreck it might be, or if it's just because of the train wreck it's probably going to be.
Well, here's what I think.
Oh, this is amazing.
Here's what I think. If it is a train wreck, I don't think she's going to get voted off. And I'll tell you why.
Exactly.
I don't think she'll get voted off. I think people are going to want to see the train wreck every week because it's going to bring in money. You're going to see how bad she can possibly be. Listen, she may surprise all of us. She might just win the whole thing and be good. She
may have taken dance classes. We just don't know about it. I don't know.
Listen, if it was announced, she's probably taking it now. I can tell you that much. But, this might be something that, we might all be surprised with. But I don't think so. That's like Trump winning re-election. I don't think so. And a lot of people ain't going to like what I just said that probably listen to this podcast, but that's okay. I don't think he's going to make it. I don't think Carol Bass is going to win it. I do think she won't be the first one eliminated.
No, she'll make it to the end.
Nah, she might make it to the third or fourth round.
Wow, for sure. Are you making a guarantee she makes the finals?
No, I'm not
finals,
saying that.
But the top.
Yeah, I think Lindsay's saying that.
She's going to be on for a while. I think so.
I think you guys should make a bet about this.
I don't think.
Okay, let's do it now. Let's do it now. Let's make the bet.
So, Lindsay, let me ask you this before we settle stipulations. Will you be watching the show?
Yes.
That was convincing.
What channel does it come on? I don't have cable.
Well, the last time I watched Dancing with the Stars was when Stacy Keibler was on there, and that was a
Okay.
long time ago. That was a few years ago, and I think that was about 2005, 2006. So that was the last time I watched it. So therefore, so many years later, I'm finally going to tune in because the bet that Lindsay and I are going to make, I'm basically going to enjoy winning Lindsay and I first bet. I'm going to enjoy this to the fullest. I just got to think of what I need to come up with when you lose. And it's not if, it's
What?
when you lose. It's
No,
when you
So
lose.
yeah, well, how far do you think Carol Baskin's going to go there, Miss Tiger King?
I would say round 3.
Okay.
I
So
would say round 3.
is that going to be the guess then? If she can survive past round 3, then Lindsay wins the bet.
4. I'm going to give it 4. I'm a little nervous.
He knows.
No,
knows she's
because
gonna do
it's
well.
it's exactly what we
Not
said.
well.
There's
Like,
going to be
well.
people. No, there's going to be people that's going to actually, basically look for this train wreck to happen. And if it does, they're going to want to see it next week and the week after. I get that. But there's going to be enough people out there that's going to say enough's enough. They don't want to see it no more. So, how many rounds? Do we know how many rounds there are in this?
I don't know.
So I'm trying to look it up right now. I'm looking at the
He's
cast
like-
list, and I'm like, man, this is supposed to be Dancing with the Stars, and I don't even know half of these people.
Dancing with the Netflix documentary series.
But
Okay,
it
well,
debuts on the 14th, so we do have a little bit of time to
Of
figure
September.
out consequences. You know what the bet is.
Okay, well, no, I'm gonna go with my original guess, and I'm gonna say the 3rd round because
Okay.
I don't know how many rounds there are, and if it's like say 7 or 8, that's still a lot. But if it's even more than 7 and 8 rounds, then again, I think it's gonna be 3 rounds. I think she'll be gone. But again, I'm not. I know it sounds like I'm hating, and I'm not. I'm not hating on her. I just don't think that it's going to happen. I don't think she's going to get past the 3rd round. It's not just because I'm not a big fan of the show, but it's Carol Basket case.
Basket. Okay.
So Brian kind of agrees with you there that he's within the first, or she's within the first 3 or 4.
Brian, you're a good man, my friend.
Because
You're a
I also
very
don't
good
know,
man.
do they
3 or 4.
eliminate on the first night? Do they wait,
I don't
or
know.
like the first week, or do they wait?
Is it the second? I think this is the second. No, I could be
Right.
wrong.
So-
I think it's
It's
the
been so
second
long.
because they got to see everybody. They got to see everybody compete.
Right.
And then once that happens, then I think you see that, and then they go to the judges. Well, not the judges, but they go to the viewers, and they get to vote. I think it starts right away. I could be wrong.
Okay.
If there's any one of the listeners out there that knows the answer to that, please let us know before we go off the air.
Yeah, for sure. They may have like a 2-hour premiere where they first hour everybody's dancing, and then the second half they vote somebody off.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking maybe instead of saying round, maybe we say elimination then, that she is, Lindsay wins the bet if she makes it past the 4th elimination.
Well, I think even if you go, say, the first, second, or 3rd round, it still equals the same thing. I mean, I think every elimination, that's the first round. If you get
They've eliminated multiples before, though.
They have.
Yes, they have. So if she disappears,
she was murdered.
Yeah.
What if she's like in the bottom? Oh, what if she's like in the bottom, like like one of the? But then, like, just kidding, you're safe this week. That counts, right?
Someone just said that she'll be eliminated in the first
elimination.
round. Yeah, first one.
Wearing some nice underwear, maybe leopard print underwear.
I don't know if I want to see her on that.
With Joe's. Wait, hang on. Oh, I gotta find it.
I say that I know where you're going with this one. I think that could be the stipulation.
That has to buy himself a pair. Okay.
But buy my pair. What, Mo? Why are you even doing this? You should not be helping her out.
No. I'm actually listen to this idea. I think this would be a fun stipulation for whoever loses, and you'll see why.
Okay, listen.
Go ahead.
Okay. So Joe Exotic, we all know our friend Joe, right? He's launching a new line of leopard print underwear that has his face.
Joe Exotic underwear.
and he's releasing it. I think on the 2-year anniversary of his arrest. And wait a minute, it's called The Revenger.
So
The
whoever
Revenger
wins it
pair.
has to buy and wear a pair of Joe Exotic Tiger King underwear.
Oh God, this girl better get voted off in the first and 1 and 3.
I love this.
Mo, this is your fault. She would have never came up with anything like this. This is so unfair.
That's
This
why I
is
have
so-
you guys in my life.
Hold on. This is what I'm going to say. This is going to be your stipulation. That's not going to be mine.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to come
Okay.
up with something totally different.
So
And-
I have to wear them?
No. If you're going to go with Mo's decision,
Okay.
an
Mhm.
idea of doing that, then you better believe that I'm going to top it. I got to top it. Because if I lose, I got legs like my mother. They're like this. I will definitely be laughed at and probably be a meme or somewhat mime, whatever you call that crap. Oh my God, I'll be something and it won't be good. Trust me. So therefore, I will come up with something. And being that Mo helped you, I'm going to have the fans help me. I can only imagine what some of these people are going to say they're going to want you to do.
So you got ideas of what Lindsay will have to do should she lose. Which you think I'm ganging up on you on this one, Devon. I'm not. I think you have a very fair shot of winning this bet.
Oh, so I do too.
I mean,
This
I
is
don't
why
know what
I
I'm
want to
doing.
listen, this is why I want to make sure that when I do win, and I say when I do, that Lindsay is horrified sitting in her house watching her get eliminated between the first and third round. And if she gets eliminated right away, oh my God, I'm calling and texting, and I know you won't answer your phone. You will not answer your phone, and I'm so gonna get you.
Oh no, I'm in the middle of the woods. My internet's down.
Since this pandemic has happened, okay, I have not been on a flight because everything WWE has been in Orlando. I will buy a ticket. Come knock on your door and call you a loser. I will be right there and videotape it. I'm just letting you know right now.
Wow, I feel like a lot of energy from this. Like you're really into this. Like I don't know what you have against
I'm so
Carol
into this
Baskin.
now. I'm so into this now. I'm so into this. Yeah, it's coming.
Is it just sheer competitiveness? Competition.
So the second half of this suggestion from Brian says if Lindsay loses, she's got to do a few future episode looking like Devon.
Oh God!
No, please no.
Hold on.
No blackface.
Hold on, no black. No, can't do that. Oh God, we'll get shut down. And
I'll have my red or black shirt on.
So yeah, hold on. With the WWE signaling, come on.
My earphones. I'll be like,
if that
breathing.
Okay, number one, I realized what that noise is. Stop talking. It's the air conditioning. The vent is right over me, as you can see.
Sure.
It's right there. So that's what's coming up. It's not because I'm large and in charge. I'm just letting you know that right now. Okay? Okay? I really don't like either one of you right now.
Love you so much.
All right, so you don't want her to dress up like you?
No. I mean, even if she had to do the Devon before I shaved the goatee off, still, that would not be as bad as if I lost and I had to wear those leopard pants. No, those underwear. No, nowhere near.
Go ahead and put a couple pair on order.
Oh, well, you know what?
What size are you?
Huh?
What size
Look at Mo.
Are you?
Look at Mo. Mo's like,
of underwear.
Lindsay, are you really asking him that question?
That's not what.
If this is going to get personal, I'll just see myself out.
I swear. I can't even with you guys.
I am so. If the fans don't come up with something, I'm definitely coming up with something. I'm coming up with something that's going to be so good. So good. My wheels are going to be turning from the time we go off of here until the time next week I'll have it.
I was going to say, your deadline is next week's show. We got to get that figured out. Are you leaning towards something more upsetting of Lindsay, more embarrassing? Kind of what are you leaning towards?
A little of both. I would say a
Okay.
little bit of both of that.
Okay.
But let me ask you a question. If I lose and I have to wear these leopard underwear,
Which he probably already has. They just don't have Joe Exotic on them.
exactly. So therefore, and it's a
me.
thong, and it's a thong. So there.
Obviously.
Yours?
Oh
Obviously.
yeah, I'm just saying. But okay, so do I? How would you know if I'm wearing it? I would have to stand up and reveal myself. Correct.
Correct.
Or maybe a tasteful photo, so this way, you're mighty tidy whitey and you're smuggling plums. We're not seeing more than we have to see.
If you honestly think, for the life of God, that I'm going to send you a photo.
No, don't send me. No, send her.
Well, even if you send it to her, she still is going to send it to you, and every episode it would be plastered all over
You're
the
right.
show.
Oh.
Exactly. So
You're
here's
right.
the thing. Do you remember Nancy Kerrigan,
Right.
Mhm.
the skater? The skater?
Yeah.
And do you remember what happened with her when she went on the
Kapow!
ice? Yeah, I might have to have somebody come in and do that to Carol. I'm just saying. And if that's the case, she forfeits.
You heard it here first, guys.
Yes,
you
I
heard
did.
It here.
I'm not putting on no leopard underwear unless I'm not losing this one. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I don't.
This
Mo,
is just
what are you
fun.
doing?
Just seeing you like
Mo is doing. See, Mo's
freak
I'm
not
not
out
doing
doing
anything.
anything.
like
He's
I'm not doing
quiet.
anything.
He's doing something on that board right now.
I'm
I
not
just
doing
don't know what it
anything.
is.
Seriously. Yeah. I thought about putting some sort of message that said, I will snitch for, leniency, but no.
Ah, that's great.
There's
Okay,
this. But
well-
if Devon loses, he's got to eat a slice of pizza with pineapple on a future episode.
Oh God, no!
What's
Oh.
worse, the Tiger King undies or this?
The pineapple. For me,
You're
it's the
just saying that you
pineapple.
don't have to wear the undies.
No, I'd rather wear the underwear. I really
Okay.
would, in order to eat the pineapple on a pizza. I just think that's so nasty.
So, Lindsay, you're not a big fan of pineapple on pizza, though, are you? I mean, I thought I was the only one.
I'm not. I don't like it, but I will eat it. It's fine.
I said, yeah, if
I
you're
just
willing to
don't
eat it, then
like
that's not a
it.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's there's. I mean, no, I hate it so much. I hate pie. Don't make me eat it. That's the worst thing you could do to me. There. There. Yeah.
Appreciate you, Brian, though, trying to think of all these ideas. Definitely appreciate
Yeah,
you
this
trying
is
to help
great.
Devon out.
Come on.
Oh God.
But Lindsay might be a little too go with the flow. Maybe she has to go an episode without drinking.
That might be something we could think about. That might bother Lindsay.
Especially if we do a Devon mansplains segment that show.
Oh,
No,
God.
that's just cruel and mean and
And there'd be
Hateful.
no drinking allowed ahead of time.
I think I'm sick that day. I'm
No.
pretty sure that day I'm my internet's out.
I don't know. I don't know what we're being shamed for this time. There are so many options.
Everything. There's no telling. Oh my God. Okay.
So we'll continue to think of ideas here, and hopefully, Devon, you find the perfect revenge stipulation, whatever.
Well, here's what I'm going to say for the fans out there that are listening and are coming up with ideas after the show is over. If you don't have a chance in getting your ideas on here now, you can go to my Instagram, Testify Devon, and inbox me, DM me, and let me know what I can do to make Lindsay so embarrassed that it'll be something that me and Mo can laugh at for years to come.
Yeah.
But see, I feel like I'm embarrassed all the time with you guys, so it's not a big deal. It's kind of
You're
how
not
I am now.
necessarily wrong, but we got to somehow find a way to top it.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
What?
What? Is it clicking?
If I got to wear the leopard, then so do you. Maybe that's the stipulation.
That's what I was trying to say. Me or her?
Her, no, not
Yeah, that's
you.
what
Her.
that's what I was trying to say. Whoever loses has to wear that.
Yes, that'll be it.
Yeah,
that'll
not
be
just you.
That'll be it.
What leopard? What am I wearing them too?
The Joe
The
Exotic.
Joe
If you
Exotic?
lose.
You would have
Yeah.
to wear the Joe Exotic as well.
Oh no, darn. That's so mean.
Yep. And that camera has to tilt down.
Okay, listen.
Either hold on, either that or
I have
you do.
standards.
Hold on. Either that or every
You're
once
on
in a
this
while.
show.
Hold on, every once in a while.
True.
Oops, wait a minute.
They're
I gotta get
lower.
up. I gotta go reach for something. Oh, I gotta go this way. Oh, I gotta go that way. And then, just saying. That's one idea.
Well,
But
if I
have
have to
one-
wear them, then you have to wear them live too. Then.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But here's the deal. I've got until next Wednesday
Mhm.
to come up with the idea. So right now, that's one that's on the table. That's one. But for some reason, I still don't think that's going to be enough to get you.
He's ready. Now, this is the most interested I've been in Dancing with the Stars since Chris Jericho was on the show.
Yes. And Little Richard was so, ooh. Every time Jericho was on it was great.
So
great,
I don't know if you guys saw this, but dictionary.com has officially, and Diva, I'm sure you have opinion, has recognized jabroni as an official word after all these years.
I honestly thought jabroni was an official word the minute it came out the Rock's mouth.
Right.
Because everybody, when the Rock said that, I think it hit just like every other catchphrase in wrestling. It hit so good that people started using it in everyday language. So I honestly thought that was already in the dictionary, jabroni. But thank God for the Rock for bringing up words like jabroni and and everything. A SmackDown Hotel, if that becomes in the dictionary as a word meaning something, then that's great. I mean, I guess the SmackDown Hotel would be something like, smack your ass back in, I don't know, down in a hotel. I don't know. Something to that nature.
Devon was not the catchphrase guy.
No. Testify. I mean, my brother Testify was mine. And, of course, Bubba did say, Devon get the tables. But it was always, my name. It was in something. So I was very grateful for that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I was very grateful for that. The fans really knew how to make me feel special.
And Mark is correct. I was going to point out that the Iron Sheik was the first one to use jabroni, but the Rock was the one that really kind of brought it,
right.
to the forefront.
To mainstream. Well, yeah, he was the first one to do it. I totally forgot about the Iron Sheik, because he used to say that jabroni Hulk Hogan, or what have you. So, yeah, I think it was the Iron Sheik that did say that for the first time.
Okay. All right. About what time, when did you start saying testify? Like, was that from the get-go? When did you create that?
It was from the get-go. It was in NECW.
Okay.
Paulie, was so big on the Samuel L. Jackson Pulp Fiction character, Jules. And because it was so close to, me, because both parents being reverends, it was one of those things where he just said, after every interview, you're going to say testify. But I felt comfortable because the way he said it, I envisioned my father doing it and seeing him in the pulpit and saying it the way he did with so much energy and to get his point across to the congregation, I was like, I'm going to be just like my dad. I'm going to do it. I may not be in the pulpit, but my pulpit's going to be that ring. My pulpit is going to be in those promos, and I'm going to make Dad happy. And I just remember before he passed away, he told me he was very happy and very proud. And he told me, he said, son, when you're done hooping and hollering in that ring, make sure you come to where it really counts, in the pulpit. I said, you're absolutely right. And there were times where, even now to this day, where I think about getting into ministry, things like that. I even think about in terms of, going around and speaking. Like a lot of times I'll do, speaking engagements, and I'll bring things up like that. I enjoy it. I enjoy letting people know my faith and how I feel about God and how I was brought up. because it was something that was very special to me growing up, and it helped me through a lot of trying times, especially growing up in Brooklyn in the projects. Where, like I always said, where I grew up and how I grew up, statistically, I'm not supposed to be where I am and who I am today. But it's through the grace of God that I'm here testifying on this show, and everything that's around me has happened.
It all led you to this show. I would have never guessed that everything led you here right now.
Well, it
It
did.
was meant to be.
It
Yeah.
was meant to be.
It was
with
meant to
me.
lead up to this bet to embarrass and upset Lindsay.
I
You
can't
mean
believe
to embarrass
Lindsay.
Devon?
Well, Lindsay, it's amazing how when Mo thinks he can benefit from it, he quickly switches and goes on my side to go against you because
I
think
mean, we
about
know this already. We know this is
Nah, I'm an instigator. I will put sides against each other any day of the week.
That you do. You do. I will admit that you do.
And I'm gonna be quite fair. I'm gonna be happy to see either one of you lose on this. So
he's just happy he's not participating.
this time,
yeah.
I'm
Well,
all about making bets though. So
don't listen. As the shows go on, there's going to be something that's going to come up where he's either going to have to make a bet with me or you.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, we have to make sure, number one, that we know he's going to lose, and number two, it's got to be something that's really going to get him.
That's right, Devon. We're going to get him. Don't worry. It's going to happen.
don't even try to be a united front right now because you guys here in just a couple of weeks will be at each other's throats.
Well, yeah, you're right. And, I that first time that the elimination is going on, I am going to be so scared for Lindsay and so happy when I hear Carol Baskin, you're out.
And she's gonna be all, oh,
Yep.
Oh gosh!
Listen, I'm gonna have Delta right here on the phone, and as soon as they say has been eliminated, precedent, yes, I would like a first class ticket because I'm riding in style to come see you.
Oh, sure. Of course you are.
Frontier first class ticket right there.
Frontier. No, wait a minute. I said Delta, man.
Hanzo wants to know, Sasha left a call. Yeah, we bring our guests in normally for the first half an hour of the show. You'll be able to catch everything that she said in the on-demand version, which will be here in a moment. We're going to wrap up the show. Anything else we need to cover before we call the program?
Well, you saw a movie this week.
Oh,
I saw a couple movies. I braved the movie theater, not knowing what to expect from the experience, and still a ghost town. Still really weird going to the theaters, and it's a ghost town. But I saw the X-Men spinoff, New Mutants, which is not an X-Men movie. I mean, it's X-Men characters, but it's not an X-Men movie. It's kind of a horror-themed superhero movie. I
was just about to say, I saw the previews because when you told me about it, I went and looked it up on YouTube, and I'm like, this looks like a horror film.
Yeah.
I was like,
and that's
your favorite.
And it's my favorite.
Yeah, and it's a big theme of it. I wouldn't say it's overly scary. I think you'd be okay, Devon. You wouldn't have to hide underneath anything, but
I won't have any spinning heads or spider walks or green, puke coming out.
Maybe a spider walk, but not
every count.
Yeah. Now, it's a little slow to start. There's actually some good acting in it, except for the lead actress, which I hate saying it, but she gets lost behind everybody around her. So I think that's why it's getting such low reviews, is that she's not very good as the lead, and it takes a while. That third act is outstanding in New Mutants, but the first two kind of takes a while before you get there. So it's an okay movie. I wouldn't say rush out, go to the theater and see it, but when it's on demand, give it a watch. It's not bad.
Well, I'm definitely going to go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going and look at it because it really looked good.
Yeah, and it's one of those movies that got delayed like 2 to 3 years, so that's usually not a good sign either. But by the end, I wanted to see where the characters were going, but now Disney owns all of these characters, so they're going to relaunch them anyway. So there goes that. Sure. The one movie I do recommend, though, the new Christopher Nolan movie, Tenet. Drop everything you're doing. Stop watching this stream right now and go see it.
Turn
Is
off.
that good?
Turn off. Go watch it.
It's an experience. This is one that if you're watching it on a smaller TV with crappy sound at home, it'll be still entertaining. Oh my God, so good. Tenet is so good.
Tenet,
and even if I try to describe the movie to you, there's spoilers in it, so I can't even tell you other than it's an action movie.
Wow. Okay, then I guess Lindsay, we got to take a look at it.
Let's go see it. Let's go since Mo saw it without us.
Let's you and I go. Let's go.
Put
check
our
it
masks
out.
on. We'll sit 6 chairs apart and share
Yes.
some popcorn. I'll throw popcorn at you.
I'll start with you, Lindsay, the sarcastic one. Did you like Inception?
I did not see it.
All right, so I'm going to mute her mic now. Devon, did you see Inception?
Well, if I have your answer, my mic will be muted too. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh, so good.
I thought it was one.
Actually, I did see parts of it. I just didn't.
All right, so Inception is like dreams within dreams within dreams.
It hurts my ADD brain.
Oh, then you may not like it.
Let me ask you a question. Is it anything like what was the name of it? Groundhog Day? Do you remember that?
No, it's
Bill
not
Murray.
Groundhog.
Okay, but it's not like that where it goes from one dream to the other. I mean, not one dream to the other, but it kept repeating the same dream over and over again, but with a little different outcome on it.
Not really. No, I mean Inception had a little bit of that. If anybody watching this right now has seen Inception and you liked Inception, you'll like Tenet. If you're like my co-hosts, then you suck.
Hey, no. Is there a spinny top in Inception?
Yes, at the end.
Yeah, I remember that now. See, I've seen it. How it ends. There you go.
But it's really good. The movie's really good for those of you with taste in movies. It is really good.
I had to switch over.
Yeah. So, last question, then we wrap it up. Brian wants to know any spoilers for next week's guest, which I don't even know who we're targeting.
Well, I am looking at someone who I think is going to be. It's going to be very surprising to a lot of people. I'm just waiting for confirmation. But let me just say that this person is a badass, and I'm going to see if anything can happen. Who?
Carol Baskin's on next week's show.
I'm on vacation that week.
That's fine. This will be the one time Lindsay leads all conversation.
Everything.
Yeah, I'll talk more than like 5 sentences for the whole time.
Yeah, but I'm waiting on it, and I think that I'll probably have confirmation within the next 24 to maybe 48 hours. And, again, if this person can actually come on the show, I think it's going to be a tremendous show.
So stay tuned. The socials at Wrestling Audio and all of our personal ones as well. We will make the announcement whenever once we know who the guest is. Devon, thank you for your work there. Lindsay, thank you for getting Devon worked up. And
my pleasure. Anytime.
You can thank me for being the eye candy.
Absolutely.